Hey guys, what's up? It's Clash Ops back here for another video, and this is gonna be, I do not know what episode this is gonna be, but as you can see by the title, I am in Arena 9, and I've been really inactive on the channel, but I want to start uploading more Clash Royale videos, and this is the deck that I've used to actually get up to Legendary Arena, and my Ice Wizard was level 1, but then I bought it from the shop, as you can see, and got it up to level 2. So that's worked out really well today. I have 900 gems. I'm saving up for the legendary chest that will pop up in shop, hopefully, eventually, hopefully, should I say. As you can see, the Ice Golem is going to be released in 13 days. The Inferno Dragon is already out. And this is the deck that I've been using. I'll go ahead and show you guys a couple of replays. This one, I actually tripled. This guy just outplayed him. I'm going to speed this up. So, always when you start off the game, it's really good to push first. Do not let your opponent push, because they will just keep on pushing you, and you will never actually get a chance to get your push off. And that's how this deck can get really dominated. So as you can see, I'm keeping my opponent active with his cards. Not letting him start a rush, but I am rushing. And as you can see here, he does have quite high level cards. Level 10 commons, which is normal, but level 8 rares, which is not what you see all the time. So here I'm coming at his tower with the P.E.K.K.A. Rush. So he plays down a Prince, and I go ahead and counter that, and he counters my P.E.K.K.A. with some small minions. And my Ice Wizard just goes in for the damage here. But now here's where things start to turn around. Now, every single time I see that he plays his barbs versus my Prince, which means that he's not going to have his barbs for my P.E.K.K.A. So I see this. He sends a giant at me, and I know this is when I can build up my counter push. So he misses the spear goblins with the arrows, but then he kills them here. So I send in, this is the push that's going to take the tower. I know he's going to rush the other lane to put on pressure, but I know that I can clean up. As you can see here, and at this point my opponent is done with the match. He rage quits. And that's how you can just outplay people. Now the main rushes with this deck is the P.E.K.K.A. and 2 princes, or just place down the P.E.K.K.A., the Dark Prince, and like a princess or something like that. Obviously, the Ice Wizard's also very good behind a P.E.K.K.A., but it's not as efficient as, like, say, with the Dark Prince. Okay. There we go. As you can see, free chests do give you a lot of loot at this arena. As you can see, the card totals there. Yeah. So that's the main rushes with this deck. And I'm also going to show you another replay here versus somebody who had a pretty tough deck to deal with, which was Sparky. Sparky usually does outdo this deck just because the splash damage can take out the Dark Prince, the P.E.K.K.A., and the Prince all in like a couple shots. But still, I'm not letting him get his pushes off. I'm pushing first. That's pretty important. And it's also important that you get a good starting hand, because without a good starting hand, you could easily lose the game. Because one hog rush to your tower, and all you have is a princess, spells, an Ice Wizard, and you have nothing to melt that hog like the minion horde, which is the best defense, you're just going to be screwed. The hog is just going to get to your tower and do work. But here, he messes up by playing down the 7 elixir Lava Hound. So I can just rush in and just quickly take the tower. And here, obviously, I'm countering his Lava Hound, which is a big threat against this deck. Lava Hounds do usually tend to give the deck trouble, but you can easily overcome a Lava Hound if you go ahead and use your Ice Wizard and your Princess correctly, and your Zap spells and stuff like that. So here, as we can see, our Ice Wizard, after cleaning up, is just going to go ahead and go take out that Elixir Collector, and I think if I make the correct play here, I'm going to go ahead and start rushing the right lane. Now that would be the correct. Place the P.E.K.K.A. in the back and go ahead and start rushing, because we know he's going to lay down a Lava Hound on the left and try to take out the remainder of the tower. So as you can see, we're both rushing opposite lanes, which is either good or bad. See, if he attacks this lane successfully and takes my tower, and I attack this lane and I do not take his tower, and I don't do a majority of the damage, then I'm screwed. So here I decide not to take that risk. So I go ahead and go with the defensive option here instead of going with the high offense option. Okay, sorry about that, if you can see that message. So here, I'm just going to lay down the minion horde to try to counter the lava hound here and the miner, because the miner is getting a lot of damage. And I go ahead and play down the princess to try to splash away a couple of those. And Dark Prince in this deck is a very good counter to Sparky, obviously, because the shield can just absorb the blast, which is what makes the Dark Prince unique, is its ability to soak up that hit with its shield, no matter how strong a hit is. So as you can see here, he's coming back in with the Lava Hound, and he's coming in with Sparky. Now here's where it gets scary. If he has Lava Hound and Sparky, it could be very, very disastrous if I don't deal with him. So as you can see, my P.E.K.K.A. is just going to come in, and he's just going to slay this thing, which is very good for me. And I'm just going to try to defend here. As you can see, he's placing his Lava Hound way up front, which is not giving me very much time to respond to the Lava Hound. So I have to react quickly here. And he goes ahead and he arrows my princess, and he's just melting everything here. And I have no air troops, I have no elixir. He's got pushes coming to both my sides. I just have to defend for one more second, and we actually clinch it. So that one right there was a very close battle, but I think if it did come to overtime, we could win if we just pushed hard enough on that right tower. Now, I am going to be doing a live battle if this screen ever loads. You know what, actually, scrap that, we're not going to do a live battle. My internet is obviously taking a big blow right now, and we're going to show you a loss. Now, the reason that I'm going to look at this replay right now, and I'm going to say that Sparky did a number on me in this replay. He has Fire Spirits, which counters my main counter to Sparky, which I like to play as the Minion Horde. Depends. I think I do play the P.E.K.K.A. in the back. If I'm smart, I will play the P.E.K.K.A. or the Princess. Okay, I go ahead and start off with the P.E.K.K.A. And he starts off with the Musketeer. Musketeer is a very good card. Any ranged troop is really good against the P.E.K.K.A. It can just shoot him from a long range, and the P.E.K.K.A. takes forever to walk over. And he has a giant now. This deck does have trouble dealing with giants if your P.E.K.K.A. does not hit the giant. If your P.E.K.K.A. is in the opposite lane, or it's not like facing up against the giant, you will have trouble. It's just the way the deck works. I mean, it has no really easy, simple counters to the giant other than Minion Horde and P.E.K.K.A. And I mean, you could use your princess to splash it down, but then again, it's going to get off some hits. And if he has surrounding troops, then he will take out your princes, and he will do a lot of damage. So here I make the very good play of zapping those Fire Spirits, because I think, well, I mean, obviously he didn't zap them, as he did use zap earlier in the game. If he's not going to zap them, then I'm just going to go ahead and zap that and get as much damage off on the tower, which was a good play by me and a bad play by him, placing his Fire Spirits back, letting me zap them and his tower. Now here is where I think I might have messed up. Placing the Ice Wizard and sort of like over-committing to that was a big mistake. As you can see, Sparky is just going to take out my P.E.K.K.A. But the P.E.K.K.A. does get some value taking out the Sparky. Now here is where I'm probably going to get blown out of the water. He has Fire Spirits, and I'm lucky I see these before I place down the Minion Horde. I'm just going to have to try to counter this before it gets off the shots, and luckily for me, I defend very I just get so lucky here with what happens. But there, I did not get lucky with the Musketeer having only like a sliver of health left. That was very unlucky, and that caused my prince to die more quickly than it should have. So here I know I have to rush. Otherwise, this guy is just going to beat me down with Sparky. So I decided to rush the other lane, which was also a big mistake. I should have dealt with the Sparky and then rushed the left lane. And here he just starts spamming it. Like, there's no end now. And I make a huge misplay of playing down that. And that's just going to be GG. There's no way I can stop all of this. I mean, that giant's going to take me out. Whether it's a giant or Sparky, it's going to take me out. And there's only 20 seconds left. Sorry, guys. There's only 20 seconds left, so I know it's over. He even kills the Ice Wizard that I put down to kill the Sparky. I mean, it's just over. As you can see, I did not rush properly. I rushed the wrong lane half the time. Didn't deal with Sparky. And here at the end, now, look at this. Look at this. This is just a matter of I did not get lucky. As you can see, his tower is left to like 22 health, but it doesn't matter because the other lane would have been taken out by Sparky and the Giant. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We have had requests in the past to bring back Clash Royale, and Clash Royale is going to be a series that's coming back on the channel, and I'm going to be a little bit more active with Clash Royale because I have been a little bit more motivated to play it recently since I've just hopped into Legendary Arena, and I've got some better cards, and the game's just starting to feel fresh and fun again. As you can see there, well, I just got promoted to co-leader. Yeah. So if you would like to join the clan, we only have a few spots open, and if you would, please have a couple thousand trophies. We don't really want to accept you if you have lower than that because we want more advanced players. Our top half of players is are very good players, as you can see here. So yeah, go ahead and join the clan if you would like. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed, comment, tell me what I can do better. If you want to see live battles, which I will do in the future, just my internet's sort of lagging, so I don't want to try to screw that up. Do some challenges, definitely do some grand challenges and some classic challenges on the channel, stuff like that. If you would like to see that, go ahead and leave that in the comments. Go ahead and drop a like and go ahead and subscribe. And that's all for today, guys. Go ahead. I'll see you guys later.